downtownmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Honestly, the maddest I got yesterday was when Andrew Vaughn hit a home run because, God, that guy is so bad at baseball. And here's the other part.
Fly ball, left field. Happ on the warning track. Happ at the wall. It's gone! Andrew Vaughn ties in the bottom of the first inning.
Look, Matt, he sucks. If you want to ride on Dyer that, like you can.
Broadcasting
but
live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountain Super Bowl, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. I told you Molly Brown was on a separate vacation than me. She is back today. Matt Hamilton was in yesterday. And we got the whole gang together today and tomorrow. As tomorrow we will be at the Players Bar.
Yeah.
And that is in, I want to say the Players Club. That's the only reason why I stumbled for a second there. That's an Ice Cube movie. The Players Bar, and we'll be doing a watch-along for the Brewers game against the Cubs. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Talking text line. This is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And the Milwaukee Brewers handled their business again against the Chicago Cubs. And, Matt, you and I had different experiences as I was putting Nola to bed, and I had the phone on as she kind of turned over and started to go to sleep, so I'm watching the game on YouTube TV, and I see Suzuki absolutely crush a ball that looked like it would have gone flying out of AmFam Field, or at least out of Wrigley Field if it was down in Chicago. So the Cubs are up 3-0, and then I got busy doing a few things. My brother sent me a text that said, whoa, and it was Andrew Vaughn hitting a home run.
I mean, worth every penny. That half-eaten sandwich and a handful of raspberries that we paid the Sox for him was a good investment at this point. I got to watch the game, well, listen to the game a little bit. I had volleyball, and we talked before the show. We never got into it. I'm not going to skip one of my own athletic events to watch a game. Like, unless it's the Packers in the Super Bowl, I'm not going to miss out on playing rec league volleyball, low-level volleyball in my game. So we got done. I saw they were down by 3 on the TV at the bar. Me and the wife got in the car on the way home, obviously tuned in to 100.5 to listen to the Brewers Sounds of Summer. And Andrew Vaughn came up, and I explained to Jen basically what I just said. Like, we got Andrew Vaughn for a half-eaten sandwich from the White Sox this summer, and he's been worth every penny. He's exceeded expectations tenfold. I'm like, but he hasn't really hit a home run in a while. We could use one right here. And sure enough, got to a full count. Andrew Vaughn hits one almost off the roof of AmFam Field.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Happ on the warning track. Happ at the wall. It's gone! Andrew Vaughn ties in the bottom of the first inning with a 3-run homer.
So basically, we, for the rest of the drive, me and her were doing our own home run calls for and over-levering, like using that last home run as a guide, essentially. And we got home, and she actually asked me, she goes, hey, can we, like, watch the game? I'm like, no, babe, it's not on the Farmer 5, and we don't pay for any subscriptions. So we ended up turning it on the stereo and listening to it while we were just hanging out, having dinner and...
In 1945
I
at the
low-key
Hamilton
die.
House.
Yeah, I die of like secondhand embarrassment that you just said that it's not on the Farmer 5.
I mean, that's what it's called, right?
I know, but it's kind of.
But also, it's not the Farmer 5 anymore. It's like 50 channels.
Is it really?
Yeah,
No.
if you go to like
you can
PBS on
scroll
there?
through a bunch, but the ones that aren't on the main one, whatever's
come in
on
fuzzy?
is terrible. No, it's just like
there's a
something
lot
I don't want to
there's,
watch.
there's just a lot of channels now. Like, because when we go camping,
Yeah.
because I don't have cable when we go camping. Otherwise, I do because I'm a normal person, or not cable, but YouTube TV. You flip through and there's a lot of channels to pop up. There's like 7 PBSs, 7 ABCs, 7 NBCs.
It'll be like channel 15-1, channel 15-2, 3, 4,
And
5.
TBS is not one of those channels. Because
TBS
that's how
is
I
not
watched
one.
last night. Okay.
So I ended up turning on the Monday night game.
Great game.
On silent, and then had the Brewers game on the radio, hanging out at home.
How did you get the Monday night game?
It was on NBC. Or
It was
ABC.
on ABC.
It was on
And
ABC.
ESPN.
I thought that was on ESPN.
Monday Night Football is over.
You can
It's
watch it either one. When I click it like on mine, it says, do I want WISN 12 or do I want to watch on ESPN?
I
click
think what it
ESPN.
is throughout the NFL season, there are certain Monday night games that are on ABC, especially the first few weeks. They
Yeah.
have a lot of games on ABC.
It'll
I
switch
don't,
to ESPN,
Yeah,
and I
it's-
won't get to watch Monday night
Oof.
unless I go to the bar.
Get to.
Monday Night Football.
Spend $29.99 and get the ESPN app. You get the stuff with Hulu as well. They have it specifically for people like you. You can spend $30 a month.
I know.
and
I
get
told my
access to all
wife
the
it was
ESPN.
$80 to get like all the channels,
That's
and she was
YouTube.
like, "No."
That's
Just be
YouTube
like
TV.
me and cancel it once the football season's over. Actually, no. Now I watch NBA and all the things. I can cancel it during
Matt,
the summer, and that's
it
about
costs less than the Brewers paid to get Andrew Vaughn. Like, quite honestly. You said a half-eaten sandwich.
Yeah,
It's
it's more than Andrew Vaughn. It's more expensive than Andrew Vaughn.
All right, 844-770-3776. That's Carpus Talk text line. This is more. Is it a bad look that Matt Hamilton doesn't pay for any streaming services?
No. It's not
live-
even that because
live
it-
streaming services.
No,
Yeah.
because if I think we have to frame. Well, I guess you can frame the question on the air that way. But I feel like like it could be that he's just sharing with one of us that he's not
Oh,
paying
true.
for it.
Yeah,
Is it
true,
bad
yeah.
that Matt Hamilton can't watch any TV besides the Farmers 5? Like,
Well, no,
I don't know how
yeah.
to frame it.
In his home.
I've got like Hulu, just like
Live
Yeah,
streaming.
but
Not
that's
the live stream,
$4.99
yeah.
a month. That is watching FX shows that just came out.
like a week later.
That's watching
with
the
commercials.
Kardashians,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
Yeah, I've got those streaming services between like my mother-in-law and us, and we've shared them.
This is
this
a bad look for a radio show host. If you weren't a radio show host, I wouldn't care. But the fact that you are a sports radio show host and you can't watch sports,
I oftentimes
is bad.
go out and watch
He
them.
does go out and watch them. But
Like I enjoy
He's a man of the
that
people.
atmosphere a lot better, like personally, because my wife normally doesn't care. And if something cool happens, I want to turn around and like high five somebody. I want to like see their joy as well as mine. Cool.
My
I'm a
bucket
golden
empties.
retriever.
The more high fives I give, the lower my bucket gets. I get less and less energized. You just get more. No, we need all the energy in today's show.
Come on, just one.
Matt, save that energy for tomorrow when we're at Players Sports Bar and Grill watching the
Tomorrow
Brewers
he's
game.
going to thrive. He is going
He
to
will.
thrive
I'll be in
at
my
Players
own.
Bar.
I'll be definitely in my own.
Matt's going to have the remote controller. He's going to be flipping channels during the game, trying to find. No. This is where it's
so because
yes
it is on, like if you're, because that's the funny part. Because if your wife was really looking at it like budgetarily, it's cheaper for you to just have the games on at home.
For sure, because you'll spend $80 at the bar on Coors Lights and mozzarella sticks. Like,
That's a good point.
Well, no,
I
Matt,
should pitch that.
Matt doesn't get
Exactly.
mozzarella sticks. I was at the bar with him on Saturday.
I saw that.
He got the chicken nuggets and he got
Come
the
on.
Silver Eagle fries. So he's a little more sophisticated than that.
chicken
Wally.
nuggets.
Boneless wings, actually. Ryan's trying to downplay them like they're not the best thing on the menu.
Did Ryan eat bone-in wings?
I didn't have anything while
Oh.
we were there.
I know, it's kind of sad.
I would have brought my own fork and knife if we had.
I
though.
was going to say, I've seen you eat them with forks. It's weird.
And it's super weird.
Fork and knife is a, what did we say yesterday? Feels like a swear.
fork
Forks
and knife
and
is
knife.
a swear.
Fork
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. Again, goes back to if like the Brewers lose tomorrow, everyone will be saying fork and knife.
I'm trying to think of what the next word is.
What-
We can talk
spoon?
in the break.
Yeah.
No.
Fork and knife and spoon is an evening. That is what that is. That is a date night.
That's a post Brewers win night.
No, a date night. You go fork and knife out and about, and then
You spoon.
spoon.
And then fork and knife again.
Whoa. Some of us are 45 years old, Matt Hamilton. I
Aren't you only 44?
What year is this? 2000?
You're 44.
No, it's 2000.
Aren't you?
It's 2005 or 2025, which means I am 45 years old.
Oh, I thought you were 44.
You look great for 45, Jim.
Like crap for 44, though.
Yeah, exactly. You don't look a day over 44.
Wait, so do you have your home run? You said that you were doing like practice home run calls.
Yeah.
Do you have what did yours sound like? Do you want to give us a sample? Sound like Jeff Levering?
Yeah, sure. I basically wanted Jen to play along, so she did, but mine was...
Little role play, I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You be
Little
Jeff
role play.
Levering and I'll be Lane Grindle.
Yeah, exactly, in the car.
Who was the fork? Who was the knife?
I'm going to let you decide. I'll tell you right now, I was the little spoon after.
Spicy.
You're nervous.
Yeah, it went like this. Andrew Vaughn, full count. The pitch is in. It's up. It's out of here. Bye, baseball. And that was my call. And then Jen did one too, and it was very cringy, but we laughed about it.
Would we like to hear the actual call again, guys?
Sure.
Well, that was mine.
Fly ball, left field. Hap on the warning track. Hap at the wall. It's gone! Andrew Vaughn ties in the bottom of the first inning with a 3-run homer.
I also don't think it was a full count.
It was a full count.
Was it?
I was listening intently.
I was
So,
locked in.
Matt, you got to let it breathe a little bit there.
Oh, I know. Well, that's the thing is I'm not a professional, but we were having fun with it. And yeah, it ended up being a lovely car ride home.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get out of there! Gone!
One too many get-ups in my opinion.
A lot of get-ups
You're
there.
not.
Yeah,
You're not.
go a
Bobby
little
Uecker.
bit slower with your fork and knife call.
That's a good call.
Need more foreplay.
Yeah.
And we can always use practice, so I'm gonna have to practice.
There you go.
In our role playing.
Let the call breathe. Let the crowd noise come in. Mm-hmm. And then, honestly, I think Levering, maybe listening back, thought he talked a little too much because the crowd is overwhelming.
Sounds huge.
Andrew Vaughn ties in the bottom of the first inning.
Did they have a foghorn?
That does sound like a goalie horn almost.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
a hockey goal horn.
Yeah.
He could have just let the crowd go, and then added the extra
you-
bit because he was
do you wanna
almost
give
drowned
yours?
out.
Jim,
No,
You can give yours.
no, I'm just saying that like,
did you ever call baseball?
yeah, Mallards.
Madison Mallards?
Yeah, I hated it.
Home run for the Mallards. Who cares?
No,
I'm
no,
Jim Rutledge.
No, it's
Jim Rutledge.
It's annoying.
He's big tough.
Because you have to stay. I call it play-by-play for basketball, for FAU basketball, and for the Palm Beach Imperials, which is a semi-pro league down in Florida. Basketball is more my speed. I called FAU football as well, and I called the Madison Mustangs here on ESPN Madison.
Who are the Madison Mustangs?
I believe the only championship team we've ever had here on ESPN Madison, actually on our air.
Are they
were a
still-
semi-pro? I don't think they're around anymore. They were a semi-pro football team that I had the World Championship call for. It was up in the Dells at
The World Championship?
I mean, for their league.
Yeah, semi-pro football.
How far spread out was the league?
I mean, world.
Here to Wisconsin Rapids, baby.
There's only one in the world, apparently.
I think there was like Illinois. There was some decent, like probably Midwest, but still.
Was there a greater reach for the Northwoods League that the Mallards play in, probably?
No.
No? Okay.
So called the Madison Mustangs. They won a title, and I got to call those games. So I did do that here on ESPN Madison. But like baseball, you have to stay behind the plate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those where like I know what you're supposed to do, but it's super annoying because you have to like. It's counterintuitive because you have to watch it happen and then you're saying it after it happened.
Right. I mean, it's interesting too because everyone can hear like the snap of the glove and then you hear like the pitch call.
Yep, because that's like the old, and Gabe Neitzel, who I called the Mallard games with, he was great at it, and that's like the old trick for it, though. But I don't think it's like a trick in a way that like it's a workaround. It's just how you have to call it. You want to be behind it.
No, that makes sense.
It's a slow sport. It's called slow. It has nothing to do with the Mallards. I just don't enjoy calling baseball games.
Baseball announcers are kind of goofy. Like I know you've listened on your way home quite a bit. I've listened on my way home quite a bit to the Brewers games, and like just the side conversations that they have to have because baseball is so ungodly boring. Like they have to have the
You're such a
weirdest
savage.
conversations on the side. They
that's-
do.
That's the part. So after a while with the Mallards, I just went to Gabe and said like, I have a couple games. I'm like, I don't even like this. I'll just do the color guy. And so like I just came up with the stories and he called the game. I'm like, I hate this. I don't want to call these stupid games. Like I'm terrible at it. I don't want to be good at it. I don't want to call baseball games. I'll just be the color analyst.
So, Molly, do you like that? Do you like it when they get into the stories? Because I've found it very entertaining. I mean, obviously, there's some moments that are like, okay, this is you got off
like a
track
forced
here.
conversation. Yeah.
But at the same time, like they fall into some really fun stuff too that I'm pretty interested in.
Yeah, I can go back and forth. It's funny because I actually remember one game from this summer. I can't remember what game it was because there's 155 million games in baseball.
162 actually.
Yeah. So
Get wrecked, Ryan.
but
Obviously.
there was one game that the guys on the Brewers radio network were calling, and all of a sudden they start talking about like this guy that's sitting on the scoreboard ledge or something, and I had to do like a quick what did they just say? Because I was kind of tuning him out because baseball's boring. So I was tuning him out a little bit, and then they started talking about this guy that was like walking on the edge of the scoreboard, and then they had to stop because the play happened, and then they had to go back to talking about the guy on the scoreboard thing, and I was like, what is going on? And I think that's when I was like, baseball's weird. Like,
What?
Just the conversations they have to have, bizarre.
David Deerfield chimes in. Jim, remember Pat Summerall, how he and Madden would just go quiet and listen to the crowd? See if you can find a track, Ryan, as a request from David Deerfield. I would say that, and I'm not, like, Jeff Levering is way more talented than I am, but I would say one thing that I think every broadcaster would always say, and I think Vince Scully was famous for this, the best broadcasters, and Euchre as well, is to let the call breathe. Let the fans, let that overwhelm. You don't need the information. I'm famously, or at least on the show, I've had a pretty hard stance of I actually don't even care for the play-by-play on a TV broadcast. I'd rather
said that.
I'd rather just have the stories.
Give me that.
More Tony Romo, less Jim Nance. I got eyes, Jim. I can see what the bleep happened. I want Tony to tell me why it happened. I don't care you tell him. What are you telling me for? I saw it.
Have you ever turned a game on and then tried to listen on the radio?
No.
It's not timed up right, but
Well, I'll tell you this. Apple TV, when they do the broadcast for baseball, you can pick to have the radio broadcast for the home team, the away team, or you can do the Apple TV broadcast.
you might have just sold me on that.
If you choose the home team broadcast, whatever broadcast, if you choose the radio broadcast, it will time it up.
That is cool.
I would find that very enjoyable.
That was enjoyable.
Should we grade Jeff Levering's other home run call in the game? Jackson Churio hitting his 3-run homer to go up 7-4 in the fourth inning.
Palencia's 0-2 pitch. And a fly ball to center. Hit well. PCA's back at the track. Wall. Gone! The lights are never too bright for the 21-year-old Jackson Churio.
I mean, it was great because they got to breathe for so long. I don't care what he said afterwards. I mean, it's good, whatever. But
The crowd, I will say, that hearing the crowd like that is definitely. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I still get a little bit of goosebumps.
That's
It's the best sounding part.
That's the best part of, especially baseball on the radio. But for radio broadcasts, you want to hear the crowd.
I think especially playoff baseball, too.
They're literally set up mics out in the crowd just to catch more natural sound at games. That's part of things that radio broadcasts will do specifically.
That makes sense. I like it.
We do that at Prep Mania. Did you know that?
We do Prep Mania Weeklies coming up with Hunter Vaughn and Dennis Semrau, 7 to 9 tonight. That's after the Barry Alvarez show live from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. But Matt, tell us about Odyssey.
Oh, guys, I got the perfect fall dish for you guys. I've been workshopping this. It's just a delicious fall salad. You chop up some fresh apples that you get out at the apple orchard. Get yourself some delicious feta cheese from Odyssey. Maybe a couple cranberries or craisins to throw in there, and make yourself a homemade vinaigrette. I've been using apple cider vinegar, a little olive oil, dash of cinnamon, salt, and pepper, and I tell you what, it is the flavor of fall. And that is brought to you by Odyssey Feta. It's a fantastic feta made right here in Wisconsin. 10 gallons of that delicious feta cheese. Wisconsin Milk makes 1 pound of that amazing Wisconsin feta cheese made by award-winning cheesemakers right down in Monroe. So if you're looking to get your Greek on, look no further than feta cheese from Odyssey.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh, my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here. Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Do you
my
think you're
gosh.
as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day, though, and I don't do that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 crafted flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
I wasn't sure if college was right for me. I worried that it would be too stressful or rigid, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, the atmosphere is relaxed, and the instructors are friendly and collaborative. It's such a cohesive environment. My advice to others, take a deep breath and go for it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has 0 sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAenergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This station has conducted a test of the emergency alert system.
The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
I knew that we were going to be getting engaged soon and needed to do some ring shopping. Heard the radio ads of Chalmers and decided, hey, we should give it a shot at Chalmers.
They were just awesome at accepting us through the door and understanding what she wanted in terms of how she wanted it, and they delivered.
Everybody always is telling me how sparkly my ring is. They tell me that they really like the style of the ring and the setting that it's in. I am ecstatic with it.
Thank you, Chalmers.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain. Come on. Ready to let it go. Shit, go up. Listen to it clap. Light it up and take a puff. That's the team. I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain.
1-1 is a fly ball deep left field. This is way back. Bye-bye baseball. William Contreras admiring a solo blast to left. It puts the Brewers on top 4-3.
Madison College gives you over 200 programs to choose from across 11 areas of study that includes associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, and even apprenticeships. And the best part is that it's the lowest cost per credit tuition in the region. More than 100 programs are fully eligible for financial aid, including Pell Grants. So whether you're starting fresh or building on your skills, you can do it affordably at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu.
Can the team with the best record in baseball which I've heard over and over again, and the Brewers did have the best record in baseball. The team that won the division. The team, I think the first team to clinch a playoff spot. The team is up 2-0 right now, manhandling the Chicago Cubs. Can that team still claim that they are playing with house money? That's what Jeff Levering had to say on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, Jim Rutledge with you. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, but let's hear from Jeff Levering.
But you don't have to sweep. That's the thing. You don't have to. You've given yourself a 2-0 lead in this series. You have a margin for error. You have afforded yourself that. You're not in a must-win situation. You're and like Isaac Collins and Caleb Durbin said yesterday pregame, the Brewers were playing with house money. I mean, nobody expected them to do any of this season. I mean, if they sweep, it's fantastic. It's great. You get a couple more off days, and you get set to come home and go play in the NLCS. It's awesome. Perfect.
But the Brewers are playing with house money for the Cubs series, but he said that the players.
That's what he's saying.
Right, but Isaac Collins and Caleb Durbin, so we don't have to make it about Jeff Levering, they said that nobody expected this to be here. We're playing with house money.
For this season, though. But look how their season started.
Yeah, but the expectations have been raised. There's no longer house money. If the Brewers don't, well, one, if they win this series, they get to the NLCS, fine. But Ryan, what are your feelings if the Brewers don't make the World Series this year? Because I'm sorry, I don't think the Brewers can ever play with house money because they got no money. Every year is a have-to-do-it year because every year is like, maybe we won't do it.
But isn't that also that they don't have as many expectations if they don't spend as much money as, say, the Dodgers?
I'm not talking about play. I'm talking about fans. Like, the players and the fans should have house money, for expectations you had? Fine. But there's no house money. If the Brewers don't go to the World Series, fans are going to be disappointed.
You'll be disappointed, but I think making the NLCS, and if it's a game, I mean, we're assuming at this point that they're going to be playing the Dodgers in the NLCS. And we're also, knock on wood, assuming that they are going to get over the Cubs here, which, look, I'm not putting any bad juju on this baseball team, Jim. They got all the good juju, all the good vibes.
Like, they're better than the Cubs, and the Cubs are out of gas.
But I would say that if it's a Game 6 or a Game 7 against the Dodgers in the NLCS, and if they don't get there, like, I'll be extremely disappointed, just like I was in 2018. Now, there's higher expectations this year than there was that year. But I wouldn't say it's a failure of a season.
No, I'd say failure, but it's not house money.
It's house money in perspective of, like, going into the season, like Molly was saying, like, what you expected out of this team.
The season started off like trash.
After we got
the torpedo bats, remember?
The Yankee game.
Remember the torpedo bats?
I'm sorry, when you win the most games in team history, house money is not something you can say anymore. It's not a true thing.
Even going up against a team that spends $330 million in a year, and you're spending $130.
Royals won Royals won the World Series, spending very little money. It's
that doesn't mean it can't be done. But I think if they lost that series, they're thinking it was house money. Like, hey, that was a good run for a team that's slowly.
If the Brewers are actually thinking that, they're going to lose to the Dodgers. 844-770-3776. That's Carl's Talk text line. List is more. Our side and limited poll question: are the Brewers playing with house money?
This series?
No.
Just in general, for this postseason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you tell me when house money runs out then.
Next season. Potentially.
Why next season?
Well, then there's going to be higher expectations. Say you make the World Series and you lose, you're not going to have this expectation like, oh, we're the lowly Brewers. Or like, oh, this team has been put together. We trust Matt Arnold, and we love Pat Murphy, and he can rally a team to play well and get to the postseason again. Like, right now, if you'd asked me in April after the first series,
I don't care about that.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying is you can move the goalposts as the season goes along, but you still have to have a perspective of the whole thing, like the whole.
What perspective? They won the most 14 games in a row. They won 97 games. They were the first team to clinch. They're the number one seed. The perspective is they're supposed to go to the World Series.
The perspective is they exceeded expectations so far.
The expectations that were set at the beginning of the year. As of like June, the expectations were the Brewers to make the playoffs, and now they're going. The expectation as of like mid-July was the Brewers to win the division and go to the World Series. All I heard, July, August, and September, we're the best team in baseball. What in God's name?
Well, that's just statistically factual.
Okay, then that raises your expectations, Matt. If you start as a gold medal team, and then you don't win the gold medal, that's disappointing. But by the time you reach the gold medal standard, people would have been disappointed if you didn't get there. It's not house money anymore. It's getting there. Like because you don't have another guaranteed chance. In fact, a team like the Brewers, it's less than house money because they can't buy their way back every year. This is your chance. These are few and far between. To be the team with a very low payroll and be the number 1 seed and to have home field and to have the greatest regular season in your history, to then try to be like, well, it's all just house money. No, the expectations are on you. If you're the best team in baseball, go to the damn World Series. That's not house money.
So I do agree with you. I don't think that they're playing with house money at this point in time. Like, I think they need to beat the Cubs. I think you even said it, Jim, that if they lose to the Cubs, it is an abject disaster of a season for them. Like, that is disgusting if they lose to the Cubs because they're so much better, right? So I don't think that they're playing with house money. However, speaking as an outsider, I don't think that expectation. Maybe now that people can see how well they're handling the Cubs and how they could potentially sweep them and go into the Dodgers, a Dodgers team that they beat multiple times this year.
Like, double sweep.
Okay, there you go. So they have the potential to do that again. But, like, I don't know if your expectations are necessarily a World Series just because you've seen how this team has fallen flat so many times that, like, you're preparing to get your heart broken. So I feel like for fans, you're not necessarily expecting that because you've seen what they've done in the past.
Doesn't that I feel like that sort of fandom cuts off a little bit of the pure joy at the top. If you're going in with it, you're hedging your bet before it starts.
But I always thought that about the Packers too. That I'm like, okay, they could get to an NFC Championship, but I can't really see them going to the Super Bowl because they don't do it.
So the Packers, they get Micah Parsons. So this year's an abject failure if they don't make the NFC Championship game, right? In the inverse, if expectations were high, right?
You're probably right on that.
But a whole season has to happen, and if Jordan Love gets hurt, or Micah Parsons gets hurt, or something weird happens, you're going to adjust the expectations down, correct? Yes. So you would do the inverse and jack them up when you are playing like the best team in baseball, which the Brewers are. The Brewers are the best team in baseball. They won the most amount of games in team history. They have home field advantage. If they're the best damn team in baseball, then the expectation is to be the best damn team in baseball and go to the World Series.
I guess to me, house money is kind of like, depends how you feel.
It's you
after
trying to
they
hedge
get
your
knocked
bets.
out. No, like if they go to the NLCS, which we're all banking on, and like Ryan said, they lose to the Dodgers, are you going to think that this season was a letdown, or are you going to be like, that was a pretty darn good run, I'm happy with it? If you're the inverse, if you're the second one, then it is house money. If you're going to be let down by losing the NLCS, then it's not house money. It just kind of depends on how you feel after it finishes.
If you're in the playoffs and you're the number 1 seed, you're not playing with house money. That is my stance on it. If you are the number 1 seed in baseball in the playoffs, it's no longer house money.
But don't you think that's
expectations?
Isn't that also fan expectations versus team and player expectations? Because there's
no way players are like, we're just happy to be here.
No, I'm sure that they're there and they're planning and hoping and expecting to win themselves. But I think what Caleb Durbin and I believe Jeff Levering mentioned also
Isaac Collins.
Like, those are two guys who weren't even supposed to be in the major leagues at this point. Like, their entire career is on house money right now. Like, the way that the Brewers got here and what they're doing as a team, the way they're playing as free as they are, is their mentality of playing with house money. And that's what makes them a good team. That's what's made them the best team in baseball.
That's a different thing. And you can lie to yourself all the time. And Michael Jordan is famous for it. He'll find the smallest little thing. He'll find the smallest little thing and make it a giant sore that will irritate the hell out of him until he went and won a title. That's how he had to motivate. If the Brewers need to tell themselves, hey, this is all house money, we're lucky to be here, for them to have the vibes that they need to succeed, that's different.
I think that's exactly what he was saying, though.
But at the same time, it doesn't make it true.
Fair.
There's no house money when you're the number 1 seed.
I think
you won 97 games this year, more than anyone else. You won 14 games. You won the most games in your team's history. You are not the Yankees. You are not the Red Sox. You can't buy your way back here every time. And I'm wondering now, does that pressure hit them when they face the Dodgers? And they realize that these are finite. They're finite for every team, let alone the Milwaukee Brewers who don't and cannot or will not pay people. So that pressure can hit them square in the mouth against the Dodgers. So I hope they also are saying house money, well aware that all these players might never see this opportunity again. And that goes for every team.
I think there are players on the team like Christian Yelich, like William Contreras, guys who have been there before. Trevor McGill, I mean, he wasn't actually on the Brewers playoff team or their NLCS team in 2018, but Brandon Woodruff, who's not going to be playing in this game, like, he understands it more than anyone. You don't always get to come back. You're not always going to be healthy to come back here enough. So, I mean, I think there are guys on the team who have that realization, have that awareness about them. But the guys who are hitting home runs, the Andrew Vaughns of the world, who, once again, shouldn't even be in the major leagues at this point, but he's playing the way he is. Jackson Chourio is 21, and he doesn't know any better, and he should keep playing that way. Like, that's how this team has to continue to operate for them to win. Like, they shouldn't want to take that away.
So you don't trust them if they face the Dodgers and it's 2-2?
It's not that
you're just saying that, like, they have to operate free and easy. And if the pressure gets on them, you're assuming they're going to collapse then?
No, I think that as a player and as a professional athlete, Matt, I'm sure could talk to this as well. Like, you need to be playing without the encumbrance of pressure and thoughts of what's coming next. You only can live in the moment. Like, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to channel that.
They're trying to channel it, but it doesn't make it true.
I will say, we got to the gold medal game, and my thought process is no matter what happens, we could get absolutely shut out. I'm still going to get an Olympic medal.
Yeah, but they don't get anything.
I was going to say they don't get anything. Just the glory of being the...
If they win the NL, they get a pennant.
If they get to the World Series, then they're 100% on house money.
Yes. Oh, so for you, it's house money just to get to the World Series, not to win it.
I will say, I have also experience of making that, not the World Series, the championship game, the NLCS of curling, which is the semifinals at the Olympics, not going well, and then playing that bronze game. And I tell you, I was way more wound up knowing that if I lose this game, there is no medal.
Right.
If you win this game, you're a two-time medalist.
Mm-hmm.
So there was definitely more pressure on me in that bronze medal game than I felt in the gold medal game because I was playing with house money. I was guaranteed a medal. And you can tell just from the opening intros when they panned across Team USA and then panned across Team Sweden, we were having fun. We were smiling, bouncing around. Team Sweden was didn't even see the camera. They were looking right through it. They were nervous because they were the best team in the world. They were expected to win. All the expectation was on them. We were huge underdogs. So that, you might need that mentality. You might not believe it yourself, but you want to think it and try and fake it till you make it. And hopefully if that's the Brewers mentality, I love it because playing free is definitely going to help you play successfully in the big pressure moments.
Unless you run into a team that's been there and done that a million times, they're going to be locked in like the Dodgers. This is Jim, Matt, Mike, by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Brandon in Tulsa, my calloused heels ended their silk chic era after one night.
Oh, God, that just...
You all right over there?
I hate the feeling of when your feet or something on your body is dry and it scrapes against the sheets. Oh, God, that just...
I'm with you on that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
James Imaging Systems, the best document imaging technology, the best local service, and perhaps best of all, the very best people. People you can count on, people you can trust. That's all important to Amanda Burrian, office manager with Covenant Lutheran Church.
Absolutely. I think that having their reliability, I think just having them as a teammate and a partner.
James Imaging Systems, partnering with local businesses and organizations to help them be more productive and more efficient.
You don't have to worry about the printing, the ink. You don't have to worry about the copier. They take care of all of it.
Saving the church money?
It's definitely a savings.
One last question, Amanda. Would you recommend James to others?
I would definitely recommend James Imaging.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
At Hard Rock Casino Rockford, the unforgettable experience goes far beyond the casino floor with the luxury of their dining and entertainment. Savor prime cuts and fresh seafood at Council Oaks Steak and Seafood, or explore 7 unique dining venues that deliver flavors from around the world. Then let the night ignite at Hard Rock Live, where the world's greatest acts take the stage. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jason, quick
You
question.
are one of one.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Thank you for helping me prove my point, Molly. Because my point. Well, is this Matt Hamilton?
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
Do you have a question for Jason, or how is he supposed to respond to this?
He asked the questions to me. No bad.
By hanging up.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly. Brought to you by Collect Vacations. Join Jason next year on a British adventure. Text travel to the ESPN Madison Carbless Talk and Text line for full details.
We are thrilled to be joined by Jason Wilde, Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown with you. Primetime Laura Sean behind the glass. I'm also shocked that hockey is on right now.
We're almost to the sports equinox.
And the
20 days.
Panthers and the Blackhawks are tied at 1.
I
You know
remember
the Panthers are going for a three-peat?
They've won 3 in a row.
They're going
Two?
for a three-peat.
2 in a row.
So
They beat the Edmonton Oilers 2 times in a row. Yeah, I actually did know that. It
You
totally
should. You-
spaced my mind
Jason-
until it happened. Until you mentioned it. But
Jason, how are you doing today?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
We're good. Do you think that Matt is required? I think it should be required of Matt that like anything on ice, Matt should be like quasi expert on.
No.
Thank you. Oh.
Well, what is he an expert on then?
Curling.
Cooking.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. I'm a jack of all trades, but an expert of none.
That sounds about right.
No, you're first of all, you're undeniably an expert when it comes to curling, hair products, quality facial hair. You've got a lot of great qualities, but I don't expect you to be, Mr. Hockey just because you compete in a athletic pursuit that is also played on the same surface. Does that mean Jim Rutledge should be an expert on all things that are competed upon on grass?
What do I compete
I
on?
was going to say, is he an Olympic gold medalist too? Jim, never mind.
He walks on grass.
He does.
I do. Actually, I walk on water. All right. So,
Walking on
Jim, how are you?
well, thank you for
How
asking.
are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing great.
Are you?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Well, I don't know. I thought you might go a little PCA or PAC, whatever his short. I saw him at the end of the game throwing stuff in the dugout and stuff.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure you're doing all right.
I don't care about baseball that much, honestly. Well, one thing.
Only if the Cubs win, Jason. Then he cares.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely a fair weather fan. I'm absolutely a fair weather fan in it because, well, one, Jason, if the Brewers win, I'm rooting for them to go to the World Series. It's a cool story. It's a fun team.
Yeah.
And I was a Brewers fan until I was 18 years old when they switched to the American League, the National League. So I don't have the reverse burning hatred that Brewer fans have for Cubs fans. I don't have that.
Well, you don't even acknowledge us as rivals.
No, I don't.
It hurts.
But because here's the thing, I don't like. It doesn't matter if they lose. Like if the Cubs lose, the Brewers are the better team, and it's a really cool story. So this year, if I thought the Cubs had a chance to go to the World Series, I'd feel different. But the Brewers legitimately have a chance to go to the World Series, so good for them. The Cubs, even if they somehow won this thing, they were going nowhere. They're hurt, they're out of gas, and the Brewers are a better baseball team. And so, good for them.
Okay.
I want to avoid a sweep would be nice, just from like an extra game.
He's trying to take the joy out of beating the Cubs.
No, why?
Because you're like, oh, this doesn't matter. They're the worst team. They can't win.
No.
It's like,
I said the Brewers are a better team. I didn't say that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about your team. Like, my Cubs are worse, right? Like,
the Brewers are better.
You're like, yeah, exactly. And it's like you're stealing the joy from me to be able to be like, Brewers, ha ha ha, like loser
I'm
dance.
agreeing with you.
Wait,
yeah, I'd rather you be adamant for the
stealing
Cubs.
the joy. He is stealing your joy of rubbing it in his face.
Yeah.
Like,
Matt.
do you understand? That's not how joy works.
What? Yes, it does. If it makes me happy to be like, my team's better than yours, and you're like, well, yeah, then it steals that
Be
from me.
joyful. What would Pat Murphy say to you right now if he heard that attitude?
He'd probably be like,
Be
that's not the
joyful.
power of friendship, Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
It
And
was
they
egregious
are
behavior.
right. Like they are a great story, and they are very easy to root for. You guys know that I don't root for teams. I occasionally root for people, but they're like, do I really care deeply whether they go to the World Series or not? No, like I don't care to the degree that I care about like my kids' teams and stuff. I'm interested and I'm hopeful because I know a lot of people will be very happy if they can do this. But like, I'm not on the edge of my seat with every pitch like people that live and die Brewers are. But that doesn't mean that they're not a phenomenal story that I'm excited to see if they can get to the World Series and then what they do there. Because to think about the fact that someone as old as me, the last time that a Brewers team was in the position of playing in the World Series, I was 10 years old, and at least two of you and maybe all three of you weren't born yet.
I was born. Yeah.
Like that's.
I was not.
Okay, well, it's close.
Yeah.
So I want the story to keep going. Like I was watching this clip of Pat Murphy talking to Bob Costas, and I'm not a huge. I think Bob Costas is a little smug for my liking. Obviously, brilliant guy and legendary broadcaster, but sometimes I don't like people who are smug and condescending. But he asked a question, and Pat Murphy completely turned it around. It was all about the question was all about how they're fundamentally sound and they do all the little things, and that's why with the 30th they're the 30th market and they're in the position they're in. And Murphy turned it around and said, no, I just saw last night because whenever they recorded it, it was the game where Frelick overran third base and got thrown out. And he's like, I don't know about this, like fundamentally sound. I just watched one of my best players get thrown out at third base. But what I can tell you is it's the people on this team. And that was something like it had a little bit of like a Ted Lasso type of statement to it. And from that point on, I've been all in on them and hoping that they go all the way.
Yeah, and Euchre, that's such a cool storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you're a fan of sports, you like Bob Euchre. I mean, I used to watch Mr. Belvedere and obviously love the Major League movies. Plus, he was great on the call. So I don't.
But so let me. Can I ask you guys one question on that though? Because I get it, and the power of we're doing it for you and all that other stuff is all well and good. But like I don't. I'm a Christian. I don't know what exactly happens when I die. I don't know if I get to part the clouds and look down and watch on what's going on down here or not. But like, the Euchre thing is magic and all, but it feels a little. Am I wrong to think that I would have just rather had them win it when he was here?
Yes.
As opposed to this being this inspirational story.
I agree with you on that. I view it more of they're just keeping his memory alive, and the players are doing something special to keep his memory alive. I don't.
All right, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
on board with
how
that.
I view it. Because otherwise, I'm not thinking it's Angels in the outfield out there. I just think that
Just stand up during a game and start flapping.
Yeah.
Flapping.
As you could joke, though, he ain't helping this team. He was a terrible baseball player. So, he's not the one helping out anyways. But I think the vibes are good.
Yeah.
And I think that just adds to the vibes of it. So, how are the Packers' vibes going into a bye after a tie? And now you got Joe Flacco again. The ghost of Joe Flacco might be playing for Cincinnati. So how are the vibes in Green Bay, and what are the vibes about possibly facing Joe Flacco again?
Yeah, that'll be the question tomorrow. The players are off today, but I can tell you the vibe yesterday with Christian Watson practicing again. Going back to what I was just saying about what Murphy said about people, like Christian Watson, who, again, those of us that are sports dads, we can understand the moments where you're just itching to say something. Well, in Christian Watson's dad's case, he does it all the time on social media and podcasts. And just Christian could not be more different than him. I assume Christian's more like his mom. And he is just so well respected and liked in that locker room. The fact that he practiced, and all he did yesterday was individual work, and yet it was palpable how excited and I would say giddy guys were. I mean, even a guy, and I understand that this says a lot about Malik Heath as well, but in theory, Christian Watson getting healthy means fewer opportunities for Malik Heath. And while a good team doesn't have guys thinking selfishly like that, Malik Heath was leading the band that was celebrating the fact that Christian Watson was practicing. And I just think that's such a special thing that, again, he's got to go out there. He's got to play. We don't know what this has done to his speed. There are all kinds of variables still. But the fact that this team, which was kind of in a rut, right? You lose to the Browns, and then you didn't tie the Cowboys with this miraculous last-second touchdown that forced the tie. You putzed away your opportunity to win the game, and you were lucky to finish with a tie. They were in a bad place, and their defense is sitting there going, "What the hell happened to us? We were the best defense in football after 3 weeks. Now we can't even stop Ashwaubenon High School." So I think this was a really good thing for them. But again, I would emphasize the timing of this bye sucks. It does not help them long term. It puts them playing 13 games in 13 weeks. The Bears have the same problem. The 51-year-old quarterback for the Steelers has this problem, and the Atlanta Falcons, who nobody really cares about, have this problem. So this bye week is way too early, and if they go to 18 games sometime in the near future, I hope they're smart enough to have each team have 2 bye weeks, especially with the idea that every team is going to play overseas potentially once a year, which is what Mark Murphy said as he was kind of saying his goodbyes. This is going to be a tough deal for them, and they also have some really tough games down the stretch of their season. It's not going to be easy for them.
Jason, do we have any inkling of what this offensive line is going to look like come Sunday?
No, none. Couch loves it when I do that. I don't know. But here's the thing. The problem is, the reason I don't know is because Zach Tom doesn't know. I talked to Zach Tom. I was the only one to talk to him yesterday. He does not like group interviews. He's fine one-on-one. He'll talk to all of us beat guys, but he does not like it when the crowd surrounds him in his locker. And so I always put a 90-second clock on our conversations, because that's usually about the amount of time it takes before the group starts to see that he's talking, and then they all surround him. And so, he was as interesting in 90 seconds. Most of my questions to LaFleur last longer. But he said, first of all, he's exasperated by standing on the sideline. He sucks at it. It's incredibly frustrating. Secondly, he admitted not only should he have not have played against the Browns, but that they didn't do enough to test it in advance of that. So he's like, I got to have some guys bull rush me in full pads and see what the pain threshold is, because you can't do that again. he said it feels better, but then he was honest. He's like, yeah, I practiced today. Everything we did was on air. I said, yeah, air doesn't hit back. He says, no, it does not. So, like, I don't know. I try to answer questions honestly and not pretend like I know the answer, which is never a good look, although some people do it. But I think I'm not anywhere near being able to say, yeah, he's going to be back this week. Like, tomorrow is a pivotal day for him to show that he can get through it without being just racked with pain, because he did say that it is a pain tolerance issue, and like it must have hurt like crazy when Myles Garrett crashed into him, because he was like, not only was he an emotional wreck, because like I don't know how many times I've seen an NFL player cry on the bench, and he admitted he was doing that because not only did he feel like he'd let the team down, but the pain was just exasperating. So I'm curious to see what he finds out tomorrow, and I will definitely be talking to him for 90 seconds to ask how it went.
Jason, I know you got out here in a second, so I want to follow up with Christian Watson, because he's an interesting case in the idea that brings all his great vibes, and he's also someone who's been hurt a lot. And for me, from afar, it's like, this is the last guy I want to even come close to rushing, even if the doctors say he's okay. Because as you talked about with Zach Tom and devastating for him, it could be devastating for the whole team, including Christian Watson, if anything goes wrong. So they have 21 days. I'm surprised they opened it up. Are you expecting them to kind of maximize this window? Because it's still very early in his, I think it's 9 months, and it's usually closer to 10 to 12 months recovery for that, especially for a guy who is off injured. I'm assuming the Packers are going to be extra careful with this.
Yeah, I would hope so, right? And look, Doc McKenzie, who is ultra conservative, is now kind of, they're transitioning. He's retiring after this year. Dr. Michael Ryan is going to be the new team doctor, and so I don't know anything about him. He looked at Maddie's hip. She's got an injury she's dealing with from cross country. He's a great guy, but I've known Doc for 30 years, and so maybe they're letting players have a little bit more say. One of the interesting things about the whole Zach Tom situation was Matt LaFleur flat out said from the podium that he'll have a say-so in whether he plays before the Browns game, and he clearly said he could go, and he clearly was wrong. So I can't speak too intelligently on whether or not the threshold has changed in terms of playing guys and their timelines. I do agree with you. I would not mess around with Christian Watson because, in fairness, Christian Watson stayed healthy last year. Before he blows out his knee, he missed 2 games. And he played in the game that he got hurt in after injuring his knee the previous week, and he was going to be inactive, and then Romeo Doubs was sick, so he didn't play. And so I think that they figured out the secret to fixing his hamstring issues, and now he's been pretty healthy. So the last thing I would do is send him out there prematurely.
Jason, awesome stuff. We really appreciate the time today.
All right, go Brewers or something.
Yeah,
and
go Brewers.
All right, guys, take care. Be good.
J&K Security Solutions, big supporters of Milwaukee Brewers baseball. Jeff and Kim and Jeffrey over there are fantastic. Veteran-owned, family-owned, locally owned. You want to protect your home or business with commercial security, commercial fire protection. J&K Security Solutions is your solution. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Falling short at the Big House. Wisconsin football dropping its 3rd straight, a 24-10 loss at Michigan. The Badgers' opening drive score turning heads, but the Wolverines eventually taking control. Where's Wisconsin coming up empty? Riley Alk himself dropping his take on the Wisconsin College Game Day postgame show.
Wisconsin needs a playmaker desperately. Even though they played clean, they played solid, they played tough. When you're the underdog, you're the worst team, you need someone to be able to make a game-changing play, and clearly Wisconsin doesn't have that.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
I wasn't sure if college was right for me. I worried that it would be too stressful or rigid, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, the atmosphere is relaxed, and the instructors are friendly and collaborative. It's such a cohesive environment. My advice to others, take a deep breath and go for it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Every team needs captains and playmakers, and Madison and Dane County Pizza Hut locations are looking for both. They're hiring managers to lead the crew and drivers to deliver big wins and pizzas. Find part-time or full-time roles with flexible hours, plus full benefits for those who work 30 or more hours per week. Whether it's running the huddle or making plays on the road, there's a spot at Pizza Hut for you. Apply today at jobs.pizzahut.com. That's jobs.pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, well, Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Striving for excellence is exactly what we do.
Our suite of master craftsmen ensure every roof we install will last.
We believe in giving you exceptional results.
And the satisfaction and durability you want with your suite of metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ron Wollersheim. This is your Sports Center update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. The Milwaukee Brewers win Game 2 of the NLCS against the Cubs in resounding fashion for the second game in a row. The Brewers winning 7-3 last night after 3 home runs in the first 4 innings of the contest. The Brewers now head back down to Wrigley Field as they look to sweep the Cubs in their home confines. Jeff Levering was on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy earlier this morning. He said, why, after establishing a 2-0 lead in the series, the Brewers should be playing with house money for the rest of the series.
But you don't have to sweep. That's the thing. You don't have to. You've given yourself a 2-0 lead in this series. You have a margin for error. You have afforded yourself that. You're not in a must-win situation. You're and like Isaac Collins and Caleb Durbin said yesterday pregame, the Brewers were playing with house money. I mean, nobody expected them to do any of this season.
Well, you can still listen to the Brewers potentially clinch the series tomorrow at 4 p.m. right here on 100.5 ESPN. Also, join Jim, Matt, and Molly for a special Digi-Only watch-along of the game exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube page and the ESPN2 tab on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right
Metro
now.
Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Could you hit a ball off of the mist?
The 1-2 pitch. Picked on the short hop by Durbin at third. Goes to first in time and retires Tucker.
Can I bunt?
104.2 on that last one. Tucker put it in play. Might have closed his eyes while he did it.
You wouldn't be able to land a bunt. Because he also throws a slider, a curveball. No.
Swing and a miss. Slider at the very top of the zone at 95.
You don't even have strong enough wrists, I don't think, for it.
You'll live Bristol.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains of Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush at Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Boys shot behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talk text line. List is more. You can see us on ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. You also can see us at Players Bar tomorrow. We're going to do a watch-along for the Brewers game as we will be carrying that game. 4:09 first pitch here on ESPN Madison as the Milwaukee Brewers go for a sweep of the Chicago Cubs. I want to get to my day in a second here. But I texted my brother the question that our side and limited poll question, are the Brewers playing with house money? And here's what my brother had to say. Because his initial ask was, in what way? My response, what are your expectations? I said they're only playing for house money if/when they play in the World Series. Yeah, is my brother's response. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they are. They were the best team this year and have played like it the first 2 games. They have also consistently been to the playoffs, so I'm kind of done with being happy they got there. Time to win. It would be epic if they make the World Series. That's my brother, biggest baseball fan I know, watches. He's one of those guys who will watch 60-70% of the games every year.
Die hard.
That's a lot of baseball.
Yes. I mean, when we switched, when I got him to switch to YouTube TV, his big thing was like, how do I get the games? And like, we figured it out. No free advertising for who cares the games, but we figured it out how he could do that. And I set it up for him. So that's where I am at with the Milwaukee Brewers.
So which is where again?
If the Milwaukee Brewers make the World Series, then they are playing with house money.
Okay.
If they lose to the Cubs, the season is an epic disappointment. If they get to the next round and they lose to the Dodgers or the Phillies,
probably the Dodgers at this point.
Probably the Dodgers. I would say the Milwaukee Brewers season was fine. It's still
met expectations.
It's still going to sting because that's the thing. It's sting hard, and that's where the expectations question I don't know is because for me, the expectations when you are the number 1 seed is to go to the World Series. I'm not saying it's a failure if they don't, but the only way the Milwaukee Brewers, in my opinion, are truly playing with house money is if they play in the World Series. Because you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't sit here and be like, oh, we're so ragtag, raggedy Ann, we have no money, we can't even pay our player, like, oh, this is such a sweet story, and then talk trash. It's one or the other. And all year, you rightfully have earned the opportunity to talk trash all year. Mm-hmm. Best team in baseball, Brewers, all that stuff.
Was that your KVN impression?
It definitely was.
That's my impression of their entire show.
Okay, gotcha.
But you can't do all that and then sit back like, oh, but it's house money. So if we lose next round, like the Dodgers, no. If you're the number 1 team in baseball and you're the best team in baseball, and you won 14 games in a row, and you won the division, and you were the first team to make the playoffs or clinch their spot, and you have home field throughout, house money doesn't start until you get to the World Series. Because put on your big boy pants and act like a big boy franchise, and if you raise your expectations this year and you go into the playoffs, because here's the thing, if the Packers did it, you'd hold them to those expectations. So don't be disingenuous. Don't be don't do the Brewers a disservice and lower your expectations just because they got a cheap owner.
They're different franchises, though. They're different. You have different expectations for all of our teams.
Would you not say you've lowered your expectations for the Badgers at this point? Badgers football.
Absolutely, you have.
I'm saying we've raised them now. The Brewers are the number 1 seed.
Have you raised them like on an annual, yearly basis?
Well, here's the thing. As my brother pointed out, the Brewers perennially they won, 93 games last year, 97 this year?
I think they've made like 8 of the last 9 postseasons.
7 of the last 8, I believe.
7 of the last 8.
That's on par with the Green Bay Packers, right?
Correct.
Well,
I would agree.
No, we've got a... No, there's like a...
No.
There's the whole title town thing. Like, that is a different animal. Like, the Packers have championship expectations.
Years.
I know, but that's just the way Packer fans feel about the Packers.
So what? Wait, hold on.
There's different feelings.
What are your expectations for the Green Bay Packers year in and year out?
Year in and year out, I expect deep playoff runs.
Okay. Shouldn't your expectations be the same for the Milwaukee Brewers?
No.
As you just said, they've been in the playoffs 8 out of the last 9 years?
They have, but it's different.
But I mean this with all due respect to Matt, and I want to talk to Ryan about this. Matt doesn't care about the Brewers. Like, he really doesn't. You just want...
I care enough, but I
also
put a fair bit of stock.
Disrespect the hell out of Matt Hamilton right now.
Matt lives or dies with the Green Bay Packers. If the Brewers lose tomorrow, and if the Brewers lose the next 3 games and they're out, Matt's not going to think about it 24 hours later. Ryan will. And so will my brother.
Okay.
So, no offense. I'm just saying you are a
different
diehard
level
Packers
of
fan.
fandom.
You are a diehard. The Packers losing will affect you for days. I would make a case that the Packers' regular season loss would affect you more than the Brewers losing. Yes, it's
I
fine.
land in that
If they
boat.
lose this Cubs series, it would bother me for a couple days.
Ryan?
2 days.
How long would it bother me? Or just, what's the question?
So, I'm
still
saying for
bothered by
you
2018.
because
Yeah, right.
you're the diehard baseball fan. And
I also would not categorize myself in the diehard baseball realm. I think I am a above average Brewers fan.
so
I do not live and die by the team.
Above
But
average. Oh, like you're better than me.
well, that's a low bar, Matt Hamilton. You are below average.
Whoa!
Let's be honest.
Honestly, my God, is it just insult Matt Hamilton
But
today?
as a fan, like you do, like you said yourself, like
I'm much
Jim,
more casual than you.
You're
I
much
would
more
say
casual.
below average.
You're here to enjoy baseball in the summer. You're here to enjoy baseball in the summer. You're not
not the
here
summer.
for baseball in the summer. Right? Is that fair to say?
I guess that's fair.
And I'm in that same boat.
I know, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I think I project on the Brewer fans with how they want to build out a team. I care about the Cubs in the summer because that's all there is to care about. Football season started. I'm not living or dying. And again, it would be different if I thought the Cubs were a legitimate team to do anything. They're not. The Brewers are much better. The Cubs aren't getting by the Brewers. They wouldn't have got by the Dodgers. They wouldn't get by the Phillies. So, for me, if they had lost to San Diego, that would have been a disappointing season.
And that's
I wouldn't say the Brewers are. I wouldn't say the Cubs are playing with house money right now. I would say they were playing with house money if they got to the championship series.
And I
But
would
they're not
say
there.
that's been the difference about this year's Brewers team. If I am being fully honest and putting my expectations on the table, right, is that 2018, that was a truly magical run. Like, they were not supposed to be there. They got hot at the end of the year because Christian Yelich went on an all-time run, MVP caliber player, right? And he led them to that postseason NLCS appearance. And after that, if they had gone and beaten the Dodgers in Game 7, they would have gotten shellacked by the Red Sox. The Red Sox, I believe, beat the Dodgers in 5. It was not even close to a series. That Red Sox team was crazy. And then the Red Sox chose to blow it up the next year. One of the craziest decisions by a management group in a while in pro sports. Anyways, since then, the Brewers have not even come close to sniffing that again. They've always been squashed in the NLDS.
But close because they're in the playoffs.
They're close because they're in the playoffs, but then if you watch any of this series, you always just had the feeling that they never really had a chance in the series. Even, what was it, 2 years ago against the Diamondbacks? Like, Matt, I remember we watched that that game together at a bar, I think Game 1 or Game 2, and it just felt like you could feel the vibes around the team. Like, they weren't going to win those games. Like, the Diamondbacks just had it at the time, and the Brewers have always come into the postseason lacking, slow, and just at the wrong point. This year, everything is clicking at the right time. No, they don't have Brandon Woodruff, but they didn't have him for most of the season. Look what they did. Even last night, Miz comes back, and he looks like Miz again in pitching in relief. And if that's something he can do in the playoffs, that is a true postseason formula if he can continue to do that. Now, that's a big if. Trust me and a lot of the Brewers fans, when we saw him coming in the second inning, we were like, all right.
My brother was very upset about
buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. This could get wild.
Miz looked very far from comfortable.
Yes.
the whole time out there, but especially that first inning.
Yes, he was. You could tell he was settling himself into the game.
And honestly, watching it, a lot of the pitches he was throwing weren't going to where the catcher's glove was.
No,
but they were landing in the strike zone. So I don't know if Miz is back, but he had a good outing.
He's not back, but if he can pitch like that, continuing going forward like twice a series, 3 innings in relief after like an opener like Ashby did. Now hopefully you can have an opener who pitches better than Ashby. But at this point we're kind of nitpicking what this team can do because then they go out and they hit 3 home runs with guys like Vaughn, Contreras, like this team is truly different. This team has it and you can feel it. Now my expectations as a fan have to be that they should be getting to the NLCS. Like if they don't get there, it's a failure. I think
That's it though?
No, because if they get there, then they met expectations, and then that's fair. Good job. You completed the assignment. You did not ace the assignment.
I like that.
And getting to the World Series, if they got to the World Series this year, this is the first time in maybe my life as a Brewers fan where I felt like they could actually win the World Series. Whereas I've never felt that before. So yeah, I am nervous about that, and that feels completely foreign to me as a Brewers fan because we've never been in this scenario.
Can you explain to me why every single person I've said either Molly's an idiot or Rutledge is an idiot guy or someone is trying, like, why are they mad when I'm just trying to say the Brewers have earned their expectations? Why is this upsetting people?
You say it in a somewhat annoying way.
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive is a better word.
Like a rabid dog.
Because you're telling us Brewers fans how they should feel.
Yes.
Like you're telling me, not that like it's unfair, but like you're invalidating my expectations for the team. Like just because I have different ways that I think about it when they inevitably, maybe not this year, but in the past have let me down, and I've been able to I have coping mechanisms. Like they're a small franchise.
I feel bad.
They don't spend the money. Like I can rationalize it.
But
that's how I have to
don't think you speak
it.
Again, my brother is a diehard Brewers fan. I know a few others. Like this isn't the cute look at us story anymore. And that's for my brother, a diehard Brewers fan.
You don't think it's still a cool story where the 28th lowest?
It's a cool story that they're a small market, especially if they win big, but also you've been good for so long that your expectations should be higher. In the same way that we think about the Green Bay Packers. Your expectations are high because you're the Green Bay Packers.
And Matt, that's why I say just for you're not a diehard Brewers fan, because I think there's plenty of Brewer fans out there that don't just drop in sporadically. Like they live and die through the summers.
Right.
And they finally feel like Ryan just talked about that this can be the year, and that for any team is rare. And I think Ryan said it right. Getting to the championship series, expectations met. The raised expectations met.
You completed the assignment.
So when did you change those expectations from the torpedo bat first series to if they don't make the championship game, that was a letdown?
I mean,
when did that change?
We all know.
It's burger time.
So that's when you change your expectations.
I think that's a great line of demarcation.
Yeah, totally. You win 14 games in a row. It's a franchise record. The whole George Webb mania. Everything since then has just been amazing vibes. Everything since.
Well, which time? Because there was 2 times that happened.
I mean, I would say since the Miz came around, since the end of May, since Matt Hamilton said they were a boring baseball team. Honestly, is when they really started to turn around. When
change things, baby.
When Jesse Nelson started calling for Pat Murphy's job, and apparently it worked.
Ooh.
Everything has been aligning for this Brewers team, and it doesn't feel like a real run right now, which is what's hard, and I think why a lot of people feel like it probably is still house money, because it just doesn't feel real that this Brewers team is doing what they're doing. But they are at the end of the day, and I don't think I've fully come to grips with that yet myself. I don't think I'll feel that until we get to until we lose a game in the NLCS, to be honest. The Brewers haven't lost a game in the postseason yet. And like Jim was saying earlier, this is a young team. Yeah, knock on wood that they do get to the NLCS. But this is a young team that really hasn't hit true adversity yet in the postseason. What they do when that happens, I don't know how they'll handle it. I don't know how fans will handle it. I don't know how I'll handle it. But at the end of the day, we just have to be here for the ride, and I don't want to put expectations and start thinking about in those terms. I'm trying to just be here to try and enjoy what could be the only true World Series caliber Brewers team that I've ever witnessed.
Right, and if they don't get there, that's not, again, I like your expectation. They get to the championship series, assignment completed. World Series to me is house money, because that's oh my God, the Brewers are in the World Series. Whatever happens, happens. Championship, they've been in the championship series before.
It has been 7 years.
Right. So
they've only ever won it once.
The NLCS?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I
think it was the ALCS.
Yeah, it was technically. It was 82.
Yes,
Yeah,
but they were there 7 years ago. And my point is, what you said, when you are the best team in the sport like baseball, was 162 games, and you are the best team throughout the entire regular season.
not the entire.
Well,
2/3, we'll say.
But my point is, you owned the regular season. Teams are getting their feet underneath them, because if you're talking about the beginning of it, you're talking like week 1 of the NFL. If you were trying to make counts.
They were down very bad at the beginning of this year.
They were, but the large majority of this season, probably 70% of this season, the Brewers were either in second or first place. Did they ever give first place back when they took it from the Cubs?
There was a bit of time in the middle of June, July, where they were jockeying back and forth for a while. Yeah,
I thought the Cubs lost it and never gave it, and the Brewers never gave
I don't
it
know
back.
if I think the Brewers. I think the Brewers might have had like first in the division after they took it, but it was still within striking distance for a long time.
Because here's the thing: after the All-Star break, this was the Brewers division, and it was the Brewers National League.
Not their National League. The Phillies were right there. Remember, they were only 2 games ahead of the Phillies
Brewers
for
lost
a long time.
But the Phillies lost with Wheeler as it went along.
Yes, they had been hit with the injury bug more than the Brewers have. And that the one thing that's a lot of fans are worried about is the injuries for the Brewers. And it's like, well, look around the rest of the teams in the National League.
Yeah, go look at the team you're playing.
The Cubs are a big victim of it. The Phillies have been a big victim of it. I mean, the Dodgers seem like they're the ones who have been able to overcome.
But that's why
they were stricken by the injury.
When the
bug.
Brewers double swept them, that's when they were stricken by injuries.
That is why this season you can't call it house money, because it's so finite to get here. And because there's so many things that have to go right, including having enough health and not having guys run out of gas or get hurt.
And they might not have that. I mean, Churio, every time he lays out a sprint, you can tell he's grabbing his hamstring. He starts looking a little hobbly. Like it's not everything's on a razor's margin. It feels like for me as Brewers fan.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to set something up where it's like it's a failure. No, there's no way you can call this season a failure unless they lose to the Cubs, which they're not going to.
Why you smile when you say that?
Because they're not going to. They're not.
Because he finds delight in them losing 3 in a straight. Three straight.
Literally, I don't even want it, because I would find more joy in like people being upset about it than the Cubs actually winning it. So like, I don't even want it. Like the Cubs, do I want more? Also, Dave in Deerfield says nobody's buying it. Dave, little secret, I make money with every single game the Brewers play. So yeah. I want it.
It is great for 100.5 ESPN.
Go to the World Series.
I knew he was going to drop that little nugget somewhere. I was just waiting for it.
So if you don't believe me, believe my pocketbook. I make money. We all make money with every single game the Brewers play. The only case you would make would be, I want the Brewers to play 5 and beat the Cubs. And then I want the Brewers to play 7 and beat the Dodgers. And then go play 7 and win the World Series.
Maximize those commercials, huh?
Jim wants to maximize Brewer fans' stress is what he wants.
Sounds like it.
No, but so God's honest truth. I'm rooting for him, because what am I rooting against? I'm going to sit here and root against myself? Like, if the Brewers win? Like, it's silly. But it's so hard to get here. And there's so many things that have to go right. And when you're the number 1 seed, if they were the wild card, okay, but you're the number 1 seed, you have home field. I get, but every season at this point, the dollars don't matter anymore, Matt. Like in the playoffs, in this point, you're the number 1 seed. House money applies only in the World Series in my opinion. For the Milwaukee Brewers, house money only applies if they make the World Series. And I'm not trying to do the inverse, because if they make the championship series, it's a hell of a season. And it's a hell of a ride. And I'm not going to call it a disappointment. Right. So I'm not playing that game. I'm saying it's not house money until the World Series. Because house money implies that, like, who cares?
I think that's fair, especially if your diehard brother agrees with that.
Yeah. You care whether or not you're playing. You care if you're playing on house money, because there's still so much you can win. And everyone cares about how much they can win. It's just the acknowledgement that this was never supposed to be a possibility.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to set you up for
and taking that for granted. Like, I think more than anything, it's like, don't take that for granted. What they've done so far is already amazing. By any standards.
Don't guard your heart so much you're not going to enjoy it.
I'm not guarding.
I'm not saying you in general, but like me. If you are trying to say like, I don't like, it doesn't matter. Like you're going to cut off you're hedging so hard. Some people are trying to hedge so hard you're not going to enjoy the World Series if it gets there. Because you capped it of like, doesn't even really matter. Like I've already gotten there.
I'll be honest, coming into this Cubs series, that's how I felt. I thought that they could beat the Cubs and then they would lose in the NLCS. The way they've looked in the first 2 games.
And if they do, you'd still be like, that's a hell of a season. That's a hell of a
I would,
ride.
assuming they don't get, if they got like swept and embarrassed by the Dodgers, like I'd feel different. But at this point, I do actually think that they are going to have a deep playoff series against the Dodgers or whoever they play in the NLCS at this point. Knock on wood once again.
You're supposed to knock 3 times.
You know the better plan.
This isn't wood anyways.
You can pretend.
The better plan to knocking on wood for your retirement is going to Canopy Wealth Management. Go to canopy-wealth.org or .com, canopy-wealth.com to go meet with them, talk to them. They're a fiduciary, so they can help you find the best financial plan for you at canopy-wealth.com is their website. I need Matt and Ma to get out. We're going to do minute to win it here. As they get out here, we had a couple of idiot people chiming in here.
Wait. When you say idiot people, are they the ones who are just in the talking text line?
These are all the Molly is an idiot ones. They're mad at me.
Okay, well that's good.
He said I can't talk baseball and football terms. I wasn't. I'm just saying that if you hold the Packers to the same expectations, I think
the economics of the two sports are pretty different, so it is hard to do apples to apples.
There is, but there's more than economics in baseball because a team like the Brewers, the Brewers are a better run organization over the last decade than the Chicago Cubs.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess the Cubs got the World Series over the last 9 years.
Yeah. Since the Cubs also bottomed out after the World Series.
Since the Cubs have won the World Series, the Brewers have operated a better organization.
Which is why we have the perfect category today for Minute to Win It. The 10 longest World Series droughts active in the MLB.
I like that one. I thought maybe you were going to go with the last 10 teams to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, you just point to hockey of course.
Yes.
Because they were showing the last 10 Stanley Cup winners on TV.
No, they weren't, but I was shocked to learn that the Florida Panthers had won 2 in a row. I knew that they won the last one. I didn't know they won the one before that.
Hockey is its own community, I'll say that.
I covered the Florida Panthers for a few years. They were not winning Stanley Cups. They were good. They're a playoff team, but not the Stanley Cup.
All right, so what should our over-under be set at?
5.5 again? I think I should go 6.5.
These two don't know baseball well.
I know. Let's go 5.5 then. It's still
5.5. Okay.
That's really 4.5 because the Brewers are going to be one of them.
Yeah, but think about those 4.5. How many would you think you'd get?
Tigers? Are they on there?
I'm not going to say.
Okay. All right. I think I'd do okay. I think I'd be right around that number. But there's 2 of them.
But that's you. And there's 2 of them. That doesn't mean it's better for them that there's 2 of them.
4.5.
I think we got to do 4.5.
4.5.
We'll go caller 7 and caller 8 because the Brewers have made the postseason 7 of the last 8 years.
Caller number 7, caller number 8, 844-770-3776. Caller number 7, caller number 8, 844-770-3776. You'll at least get a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood Smokehouse, maybe even a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood Smokehouse. This is Jim, Matt, Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Sensaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 Crafted Flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right. You want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
I really struggled with choosing a career path. I had so many interests and couldn't decide what to do. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm figuring it all out and making friends and connections along the way. Coming here is the best decision I ever made. My advice to others? Just take the first step. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. We are presented by Coors Light. And we're going to play Minute to Win It in a minute, but you can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Minute to Win is brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. 3 great locations, one in DeForest, one in Madison, and one in Verona. I think I'm going to stop at the DeForest one again tomorrow. I'm heading out to Arlington for a meeting, and I'm going to bring food back, at least for Molly and I. Did you want a salad again, Molly?
Yes, please just don't toss it.
I will not toss your salad.
Just throws it out the window.
Please don't.
Chicken, correct?
Yeah, not the shrimp.
Yes.
Firecracker chicken
Firecracker
salad.
chicken salad over at North South Seafood.
Ryan, what's your
Smokehouse.
order?
Ooh, they have
to avoid any salad tossing incidents, I'm going to get like a brisket sandwich.
They do have a salad that I really like. They have a salad that I'm
Do you want me to get you a salad too?
Do you want to toss Ryan's?
You're going to toss my ahi tuna?
Hey, I'm a good teammate.
Jesus Christ.
I will toss the salad whomever teammate needs a salad tossed.
Matt?
No, I don't need a toss salad. I'm going to get North and South. Just give me a meat
Matt's
plate, baby.
Matt's a meat candy
You want
guy.
meat?
Yeah.
You want a meat plate?
Well, I'm not going to be here, unfortunately. So,
You're not
but
gonna be
yeah,
here?
I would say meat candy.
Tomorrow? Yes, you are.
But he's not going to be here for lunch.
Not for a while.
Gotcha. Would you rather have Jim toss your meat candy?
We should play Minute to Win
let
It.
you toss my meat candy, Jim.
We could share meat candy, Matt. It's a
All
big
right.
meal.
All right.
All right. Let's get to Minute
You're
to Win It.
Ryan cringing.
Will they
Did it
beat the
himself,
odds?
the
I say
tuna
everything
salad.
with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
Or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately
Jim can't look
know
me in the eyes.
one of these. I legitimately have
to?
one.
Here you go.
This is the Minute
Please
to Win
stop.
It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
So, guys, today's category is perfect for the conversation topic of the show because even before I knew,
Top
What?
10 salad.
Name the salad.
We've been talking about
Thank
salads
you.
for the last 90 seconds. We've been talking about the Brewers and their expectations and playing with house money all show. All right, what did you think I was referring to?
Well-
As Molly tries to recover her headphones that fell on the ground.
I lost my headphones. Hold on.
Okay.
We're frazzled.
Are you situated?
We're good now.
Okay,
I got
good.
a little nervous talking about salads.
Because now I will tell you the category for today's show. The category are the 10 longest World Series championship droughts actively in the MLB. So 10 longest current World Series droughts in the MLB.
Okay, Jim set the line at 4. Hold on, I have a question. If a team hasn't been to a World Series, does that count towards the
Yes, it
drought?
does.
Yes.
Their drought starts when the franchise started.
Brewers.
Your timer starts now.
Who's the other one that didn't win?
The Brewers are on the list.
There's one other team.
Guardians.
The Guardians are the longest active World
Mariners.
Series drought. The Mariners are also on the list at number 4.
Oakland Athletics.
The Athletics are on the list at number 9.
Do the Orioles stink? They kind of stink, right?
Yeah, but they Cal Ripken. Just go for it. Shoot it.
All Orioles.
Orioles are on the list.
All right.
We're doing better at this than we did the tight ends last week.
Yeah, we are.
Brutal.
It's not the Rays.
I'm not tight.
It's not the Marlins. It's not the Giants.
Rangers, Astros. I'm trying to think.
I know.
See if they say. Diamondbacks?
Nope.
Diamondbacks.
They made
It's
it.
Matt's turn still.
They made it.
Oh, just
They-
making it? I thought it was winning.
No,
Oh.
winning the World Series.
Oh, then Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks are not on the list, guys.
I'm surprised.
They won in like 2002?
Not that long ago.
That's 23 years ago.
Well, for us, it's kind of long ago, Jim.
It's not even half my life.
Angels?
Nah.
I'm not going to... That's not a final answer. We're just brainstorming here, Ryan.
Run out
Don't
of
get
time.
excited.
Let's go a little more east.
5 seconds.
Coast.
Say it.
Pirates.
The Pirates are number 5 on the list as well.
Damn, we crushed.
Yeah, Molly. High
Guys.
five.
He said the line at 4.5.
How'd you know that?
For
I
guessing.
just literally guessed.
Jim set the line at 5.5.
He kind of had a little
I talked
reaction
him
when
down.
we hit the...
He talked me
Really?
down. I said it at 5.5.
And when we
Really?
get 5?
You got 6.
Oh!
Wow.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
Pretty dang
And the
good.
6 was at the buzzer.
It
Stop
was.
trying to talk me out of my lines, Ryan.
Yeah, he's
You're right.
He's the GOAT at
He's the
setting
king of
lines for me and
lines.
He
Molly.
is. That he is. All right. You
I'm
guys.
actually surprised you were thinking 5.5 because Molly does not know anything about baseball,
Okay,
according to
rude,
her.
and you do. I think I just got like most of the list, but okay.
Molly, we take turns. We each got 3
Oh.
out of 6.
But I said Diamondbacks.
I might
What?
have to start keeping track of how many, like, who's getting
Yeah,
more
you
of these
should.
right every week.
What the
I never
heck?
thought
You
of
can't
that.
talk to me like that.
That's a good point.
No, you
Yeah,
are self-proclaimed hate baseball, so
but I
that's
can
why
still
I was
figure it out. I
surprised.
can still tell you the teams that stink.
She knows
Kind of.
misery.
The fact that we
She knows
can't, like we're not can't, but like, if Molly has to pass on one, that takes a strike instead of us just like collaborating.
That's what being a team is. Sometimes you have to go down swinging
And
together.
we're still letting
Being
you
a team is
collaborate anyway. You
collaboration.
guys are collaborating the hell out of that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yes, a
I don't know
lot,
why they're trying to
actually.
turn us against each other, and
I
I don't
know.
know why.
Right.
You know what?
You did so good.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Next time, give them a buzzer when they start talking.
That's
to
a
each
good
other.
point.
That's
I got it.
baloney.
Hey,
That's
that's what
dumb.
Matt's asking
No.
for. That's what
No.
That's what
I
the rules were.
All I was getting at is I thought you set a high line for somebody who claims to hate baseball, and
I
if
said
she
I don't
couldn't
claim to hate
get any
baseball. I
of
hate
them,
baseball.
I said a great line, 5.5. You guys
Yeah.
got it, 6.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that you had such a high line.
It's not surprising at all. Mr. Matt Hamilton, the Brewers aren't on house money. Matt's like, lower the line.
Yeah.
You want no expectations.
Move
Thank
those
you.
goalposts.
Who won the $50 gift card? Did
The
they pick
$50
us?
gift card.
No,
so
they were left with us for sure.
caller number 7, who was the first participant, Matt in the greenhouse, took the under.
Yeah,
Today,
no
guys.
doubt. Sorry, Matt.
So that'd be Chad and Fitchburg.
Sucks to
getting
be a
the
Matt
$50 gift
today.
card.
Am I right?
Apparently, I've just been like attacked today.
Would you guys like to know
you
the
should know
other?
ice sports? Your fandom for the Brewers sucks.
And you don't know baseball. Have an opinion.
Bad day to be a Matt.
So the other teams on the list were the you guys got the Cleveland Guardians, number 1, 76 seasons. They last won a title in 1948. The Padres have not won a title in 56 seasons since they became a franchise. They are tied with the Brewers/Pilots. They were the Pilots for I think 1 season before coming over to Milwaukee. Then you guys got the Mariners in 48 seasons. They have 0 titles. The Pirates, 45 seasons. Their last title was in 1979. The Orioles, 41 seasons. Last title, 1983. And then 7 was the Tigers. 40 seasons ago, they won in 1983.
They made a series though.
They
fairly
did with
recently.
Miguel Cabrera at
Yeah.
one point. They did make a series. I can't remember what the result was. Jim, the baseball
Obviously
lifer,
a loss.
might know.
Obviously.
Obviously. I didn't know what year it was.
Yeah, I don't know what year was it.
Then the New York Mets, 38 seasons ago,
Oh,
they
wow.
won the World Series.
I
That
was
one.
surprising.
thinking Mets, but I didn't want to say because I was like they're.
That's the Miracle Mets team. They
Yeah.
haven't won since then.
Okay.
And then you guys got the Athletics. It's been 35 seasons since 1989. And then the Cincinnati Reds, 34 seasons since their 1990 championship.
After you list them all off, that was gettable.
Yeah, the teams on this list make a ton of sense. You just have to go through the AFC and NFC North and you can get the whole list basically. Cleveland, Milwaukee. Then you got Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Detroit.
Wow.
And you have Cincinnati. And, by the way, 11 on the list is the Twins. So there's Minnesota, too.
That's fascinating.
Something about that footprint. It's just, I mean, wonder why those two areas have so much football fans.
You said the Twins. Oh, they won in '91.
Yeah. Matt Hamilton just pulling out the
Kirby Puckett. Oh my gosh.
knowledge.
Chris Blythe wears his '91 Twins Kirby Puckett shirt all the time.
Random.
How did you not guess them?
I did. I thought that was too recent.
Okay, what was?
Kirby Puckett. That was a hell of a team.
You tell us.
Was Paul Wilde on that team, I believe, as well?
Are you asking me?
I believe he was a Twinnie.
He was a Brewer.
He was a Brewer, but you said this was probably...
Thanks.
Nice, Mrs. Baseball.
I'm just telling you that I learned it from Greenie's book like 2 weeks ago.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You did not know Paul Molitor was
I don't care about baseball. This season is the most I've cared about baseball
in the stadium.
Paul Molitor?
What?
Yeah,
oh,
like
one of the retired
yeah.
numbers? I thought you meant like his face. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, he's Bernie Brewer.
Robin Yount.
Who?
Here's the funny
I'm just
thing.
kidding. That was a joke.
But here's
that
the
was
funny
a joke.
thing. As like people getting their feels, like I could list off probably more Brewer players, especially during my time till I was 18, that I rooted for with the Milwaukee Brewers than either one of you could pull.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. I mean, out of current roster, like I could pull the Jeff Jenkins team out.
You could pull
Kelvin
more
Seitzer,
current, former,
Also, I could just say anyone. They don't know who the hell I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Richie Sexton.
Oh yeah.
Would you guys like me to tell you about our remote broadcast tomorrow and where you can hear us?
Can you tell us about Carbon World Health?
Oh, okay. Yes, I can. I need to make my phone call to Carbon World Health because I am due for a hydrofacial. That's all I know. So if you're looking to get anything done at the brand new med spa in the Prairie Lake Shopping Center in Sun Prairie, go check them out at carbonworldhealth.com and honestly tell them that Molly from Jim, Matt, and Molly sent you. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here. Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Do you
my
think you're
gosh.
as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day though, and I don't do that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
One reason so many local organizations choose document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems? The people. Amanda Burrian, office manager at Covenant Lutheran Church.
One of the main things that has always been absolutely outstanding to me is the customer service rep that comes out and helps with the technical stuff. He is absolutely wonderful.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed business technology company. And that translates into better support, better service.
Fast, efficient, they're dedicated, and they're willing to be there when you need them. So it's wonderful service.
Amanda, James Imaging Systems, more like a vendor or more like a partner?
Like a partner.
And your overall business experience with James?
That feels more like a partnership as well.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like the Village Green, Cahoots Bar, Whatever Bar, and Dot's Tavern.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, We have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot games. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot games. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
It's the Brewers, it's the Cubs, it's playoff baseball. Join me, Matt, and Molly at Players Sports Bar and Grill tomorrow from 4 to 6 during the game. A game so big, we're going digi only for the whole show. Watch us live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Listen on ESPN Madison 2 and the ESPN Wisconsin app, or stop by and hang with us during the game. Matt,
we got a green light, too, for that show, so it should be great.
What does that mean, Matt?
Having fun.
Matt wants to swear.
No, I don't want to. I'm just saying.
He already does it on our normal show,
True.
doesn't he, Ryan?
Once or twice.
Sometimes Jim really riles me up.
Jim talks about tossed salad. Matt says the F-bomb. I mean, come on. What are we doing?
You're an angel over there.
Oh, yes, I am.
Prime
Right,
time
Ryan?
Morsheim behind the glass.
I'm a bottomless pit of tossed salad.
Soggy.
What are we talking about for minute to win it today? Or for throwing stones?
Yeah. What are we doing now?
What's the next
What
thing?
segment is this?
Throwing stones.
Right. None of us are winners. You can be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Go be a winner. Go win millions of dollars at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. All right, let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, we are going to throw stones. And, Matt, you were kind of hot on this. And, yes, full disclosure, this was on the list for yesterday's Throwing Stones, but we punted on it. I forgot what we got into yesterday.
God. We got into coaches wearing suits on the sideline again.
Yeah,
right, yes.
Or
NBA
the
coaches.
fact that baseball coaches or managers look ridiculous wearing the exact same outfit as players.
Ridiculous. They look like I'm trying to think. You know, like the barrel guy that's at Brewers games. That's like the roll out the barrel, and he's like chubby.
His name is Barrel Man.
Okay, so Barrel Man. That's what MLB managers look like. No, see, Pat Murphy wears a hoodie. It's like the first baseman coaches or whatever they're called.
But he still has the slider pants on,
Yes.
which is ridiculous.
But when they're wearing the full uniform, it's even more ridiculous. They just look. No, I don't.
Yeah.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Okay.
That's what I have to say. But they look like the Barrelman.
Okay.
But they look like losers. But if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Have an opinion.
LeBron.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go.
Go.
No. I was just. How much would it cost? Like, how much would you guys take? How much money would it cost for you to dress like that? Like, I mean, Matt, you're excluded because you were wearing that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Free 99.
If I saw Jim wearing that, I would die.
So just get some baseball, like just a jersey, tuck it in, get the belt, the whole thing. I would do the higher socks too.
Oh, God.
For sure.
The ones with stirrups.
Yeah.
It's not
so gross.
conducive to a winning ball club.
Ball cap.
We need to brainstorm like some show Halloween costumes. That's all I'm thinking.
Should we just have Jim Rutledge dress up as a Madison Mallards player? Relive his old play-by-play broadcasting days?
I did not call play-by-play in full baseball uniform.
You should have.
That'd be amazing.
You probably would have enjoyed it more instead of just asking to be the color guy.
In eye black and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
I have a weird, it's a 1970s Batman outfit or whatever. For Halloween, I could wear that.
That's what you're gonna wear this year?
I could wear that too.
It's like the little
It is. I have to, that's the thing. I have to wear
blue
stuff.
undies?
Well, you're gonna have to
blue. Aren't you black and gray?
No, but he's talking about the 70s Batman. He had a blue
look it up.
undies over his pants.
Yeah,
sure did.
Well, yeah, I'd have to wear.
You got the utility belt, Jim?
Oh, I got a utility belt, but I'd have to wear.
Boat?
I'd have to wear stuff underneath to hide the utility belt. So like that's
good for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Brag. Are we going to move to the real stone right now? Because
I think we found our stone, Matt.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, guys. I derailed us. I'm just...
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we doubled up
Costumes.
on stones.
What are you going for as Halloween, Molly?
I honestly don't know. I need help figuring this out because it's like I want to do a family costume. We obviously have twins, which is unique. So it'd be fun to do something crazy.
Less unique than you think. Today I was at
rude.
Today I was
You think
at...
you're special?
No, but today I chaperoned a trip to the Matilda musical with my daughter.
Okay.
2 of the girls in my group, twins.
Oh.
One identical twins and then one paternal.
Oh, they were two separate.
2 separate twins.
2 separate. Wow.
In a group of 4, 2 separate twins. The twins were not in the group because at the school they try to give them their own space. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like, that is insane.
Fraternal twins, not paternal.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what paternal is. Paternal twins.
That's fatherly.
It's like
I know,
Jim
but for
had twins.
But yeah, okay. My twins are fraternal twins, so it's boy-girl twins. I don't know what to dress them as. I part of me is like, do we go as like Blippi and Miss Rachel? Like me and my girl dress as Miss Rachel. The boys dress as Blippi. What do we do?
Bluey. Everyone loves
My
Bluey.
kid doesn't watch Bluey though. Oh, man. He likes the toys of Bluey, but he doesn't watch Bluey.
Why doesn't he watch Bluey?
I don't know. Just he's more a Blippi guy.
Unbelievable.
Go with
Bluey's washed.
The Shining theme. Make him dress him up as like
creepy twins.
Wow.
Perfect. Mary,
Then you could be Jack Nicholson.
Why the hell
Jim
would I
could-
want to be Jack Nicholson?
Oh,
I feel
Scary.
like you've got more angry energy than your husband
Jim
does.
could pull off a good Jack Nicholson.
Here's Johnny.
Jimmy.
Jim Rutledge.
That's how I
was
feel
silly.
every time he walks in the studio. Here's Jimmy.
Jim Rutledge.
Red rum, red rum, red rum.
That sounded really silly.
Thank you.
We
I'm
gotta
sorry
get
for
on.
derailing.
No, that's fine. That was the perfect amount of conversation we need. Now we need to get out to one Jesse Nelson.
Ooh.
He's waiting for us live from Roost Chris Steakhouse.
You think he's dressed
All
up
right.
as a Pillsbury Doughboy? for
Jim
Halloween?
Wow. Presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So, random Marlin player, Dan Ugla.
All that's going through my head right now is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
I'll give you another one real quick before we get to our signing limit poll question.
You ugla. You ugla.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month? Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Zero restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
I was really anxious about college and felt overwhelmed at choosing one, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. One tour of Madison College campus was all it took. The campus environment is amazing, so welcoming and friendly, and everyone is really supportive. My advice? See this campus for yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Ben Bruss here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Penalty flags? Not here. Carbless is the clean play that every football fan can agree on. With 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories, you get all the flavor without the penalty. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, hosting a crew at home, or watching solo in your lucky jersey, Carbless brings premium cocktails right into the huddle. Made to be refreshingly delicious and game day ready, Carbless keeps fans cheering from kickoff to the final whistle. So this season, skip the sugar, skip the carbs, and make the winning call. Find your bliss with Carbless.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
God knows I am.
Jim Matt continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Let's go out to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton, home of the Sizzle, Swizzle, and Swirl Happy Hour for the Barry Alvarez Show, live from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. Jesse Nelson out at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. Jesse, what are you ordering for yourself tonight?
I was going to get a salad. I thght you guys were here. I was hoping you would toss it for me, Jim.
Oh. Who wants to toss Jesse salad for him?
Good. Ryan does.
Ryan's like, dibs.
Excuse me? Maybe that's what you should ask
It was
Barry.
the look on your face.
Tarek or Derek? I'm sure they're good teammates.
Yeah, no Derek tonight, so I guess it'd be Tarek if it came down to it. I'd like to motion for Jim's brother to fill in hosting the show for the remainder of the Brewers postseason run. His takes are great.
Savage.
That's the same take I had.
Nah, his is better, though, coming from Jim's brother. That's just, I like that
It's
vibe
nice.
better.
It's nice coming from a fan.
He doesn't say it
Yeah.
as offensively.
And I think he's by the way, your brother is spot on. I think the Brewers getting through this round is the new expectation, and then anything after that would be awesome. Getting to the World Series for the first time in 45 years or whatever it is, like that would be all-time kind of stuff for a lifelong Brewers fan like me. So I agree with Jim's brother.
Which is what I
Nice.
said.
Man, no, your brother said it way better, though.
Jesse, why am I watching the Badgers again this year? Can you ask Tarek and bury that? Like, give me a reason to watch.
Well, new quarterback. We've got, coach for his job.
Every week?
We'll talk more about it coming up next on the Barry Alvarez Show.
This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Stay tuned for the Barry Alvarez Show.
See ya.
So you can tell Rutledge that.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van